Good morning, everyone. What a pleasure again it is to be here with you. I celebrate all of you, and it is my hope that throughout this week, you have been inspired to celebrate yourself. Truly, being a parent is an occupation that is so impactful, and I just appreciate the opportunity to share this time with you. This morning, we're going to celebrate riding the wave. And I think we'll all agree that these past few weeks, maybe even these past few months, have definitely been a wave. But congratulations for the way that you have rode the wave. Today, we're going to use as an acronym, W for well done, A for assurance, V for valiant, and E for earn. Thank you for the skill and the expertise by which you have been riding the wave. I think we all agree that as a parent, we're usually a temperature check for how the water is. Whether at the beach or in a swimming pool, or maybe even at home. Children usually look to us to determine that it's safe to go in, and it's okay to go a little farther. And whether you yourself are an experienced swimmer, an avid water determiner, you are definitely the one that they look to ensure that there's confidence that whatever is in front of them, they can conquer. And that describes exactly what you've been, who you are, and how incredibly you've done. You have ridden the wave. W means well done. It's of a task or undertaking carried out successfully or satisfactorily. It was never the pace, but it was always rather the pursuit. I want to start by giving you accolades. You have done so well. You've taken this task and you've made it look easy. We trust that we can do it, that we will exist, that the waves won't overtake us because you have done it so well. As we said, it was never about the pace. So I hope that you haven't been comparing yourself, how others have done it or what others have done, but rather that you've celebrated that you have withstand. And you've done it so wonderfully because you maintained your pace and you continued to pursue. You have confirmed the lesson that they can too. Well done to each of you parents who have grabbed the task by the rope and have been victorious. Over these past few weeks and these months, there may have been things that you had never experienced before. Objectives that you weren't comfortable in, or even tasks that you had not been trained in. But you have made it look like you've been made for this all along. Well done. And because we talk about the end of a school year and we approach the end of grades, we can truly say you have come full circle. And what is full circle? It is completion. You have enabled them to start this journey and successfully finish. Well done for being able to encourage them through a new normal. Well done for being able to convince them of their innate abilities to do well. Well done, because you didn't give up, they won't give up. And the entirety of the situation has been successful. You have been riding the wave. A is assurance. It's a confidence or certainty in one's own ability. Throughout this process, we have learned that you are talented in more ways than maybe even you knew. And we have been able to see that talent come to life and inspire. How incredibly it is to have a gifting, but how much more is it to be inspiring to others? I want you to know that the way that you have shown up in this time means that nothing compares to this, and nothing compares to you. We've talked about it before. You're irreplaceable because the manner in which you have shown grace and you have maintained is encouraging. It's inspiring. It is why they hung on and could be successful. And we owe that to you. Your words have affected their actions, and you were the one that made them sure. I know that at times we may have been strained for what resources you haven't had. As a parent, we all go through that. Even the most prepared parent can feel unprepared at times. But I want to credit you for the most valuable thing that you gave, and that was your word. I'll always be there. We'll make it together. We can do this. Or most importantly, the smile that spoke 1,000 unspoken words, that reassured, comforted, congratulated, and helped them to make it. Your confidence in your ability has shown through, and nothing will ever compare to the love, foundation, and institution of confidence that you have yielded. You have been riding the wave. V is valiant. And even when I say this word, I sit up a little straighter. I stand up with a posture that's reminiscent of royalty. And as it should be, you are possessing or showing courage and determination. You are possessing and acting with bravery and boldness. No, none of us were really prepared for this. But what was always in you is what we have now seen come out. Your valiantness in making sure resources reach them. Your valiantness in waking up every morning and seeing the brightness that the day had to offer. Your valiantness in ensuring that you would not allow them to lose sight of the focus. Eye on the prize and confidence in our ability. You removed discouragement and replaced it with courage. It was your courage that removed their discouragement. Thank you for how you rode the waves as though they were small, small pools of water. No matter what was thrown at you, or no matter how high the waves got, you maintained your balance, and that has affected all of us. As parents, as fellow community members, as your friends and your family, watching you balance gave confidence that they could do it too. And so, you deserve the royal treatment. You have walked with honor and expertise, even in an area that may have been foreign to you. You have represented, you have held together, you have created foundations of confidence and support that won't soon crumble. You have been riding the wave as an expert, masterful wave rider. And you have made us confident that anything that is thrown at you, you can be successful. And as a result of that, no matter what the future of your children look like, and those that are connected to you, they will be successful because they have seen an incredible example. E. That's right. You have earned it. Earned is defined as a return for labor or services, to come to be duly worthy of or entitled or suited to. You are duly worthy of this recognition, and you are deserving of all of the honor that we can bestow. The way that you have labored, because let's be honest, parents don't stop laboring when the child arrives. There's labor in every day, of every action of love, of every responsibility undertaken, and the way in which you have labored so successfully has made this journey doable. You've made it look like it was an everyday occurrence in a world of uncertainty. You have made sure that nothing less than success. That is our motto. That is our expectation. There'll be nothing less than success because you have labored. And your interest, your dedication, your focus in this time and in these children, in your community and in your connections, your focus has ensured that your interest was the greatest investment. Especially during this time, we're used to celebrating with many things. And while you may not be able to celebrate in the way that is most familiar to you, I'd like to take this time to remind you that the greatest investment you have is you. Bringing yourself to be there for them, to encourage them, to hold them accountable, to support and to push them is the greatest investment they could ever have. And you have done that. You have ensured that they have a foundation to stand on, a loving support to bounce back to. You have earned this recognition because your interest in their survival, their accomplishment, and their leaps and bounds means that they had the greatest investment in life. They can now go to the deepest depths, the highest height, and be successful. Because with your backing, your love, your support, and your encouragement, the skies are the limit. You've earned this recognition because you have just been riding those waves. So we say, W, well done. Amidst this time, please don't lose the opportunity to give yourself some encouragement. This has been an unprecedented time that you have made look easy. Take time to clap. Take time to recognize. Take time to remind yourself of how successful you have made a very challenging circumstance, and smile. Wear it like a badge of honor and the pride you deserve, because success during this time is because of the investment that you have made. Well done. A, you should have the assurance. What else could possibly present itself that would make you wonder about your ability? You have shown over and over again that no matter what resources, you will bring it together to get the job done. Maybe you didn't see that big wave coming, but you rode it and you handled it, and not only that, you survived it. You're a pro now in making those things that come at you be just successful as those things you prepared for. You have affected their actions by your words, and you have made them sure. You've been valiant by showing the courage and possessing the determination that this is just another circumstance that we will excellently navigate. You've been valiant in removing discouragement and putting courage in its place. You are an example of everything they needed to see and everything that they will need for the future of where they're going. Your valiant efforts can never be diminished, and you have made riding waves look easy. You deserve the royal treatment, for you have done incredibly well. E, you've earned it. Your labor, your services, your effort, it has all resulted in this success. Your interest was the greatest investment they could ever have. You stayed there with them and you rode the wave. Maybe you don't like water and you don't like to go into deep water, but you made it look easy. You have rode the wave. And because of that, we salute you. This week, even as the school district represents the close of the school year, congratulations on ensuring that they made it to the finish line. Do you see the pride? Can you feel the excitement? We're standing in awe of how you have handled this storm. You've made the storm look like an extracurricular activity. You've turned the flood into just another wave that you rode. And so we give you credit. We say well done, for you have been riding the wave. As always, we leave you with a quote. You can never cross the ocean unless you have the courage to lose sight of the shore. Yes, it may have been scary, and we were exposed to environments for which we were not necessarily prepared. But on the other side, you have tackled, you have handled, you have ridden the wave, and you have won. Congratulations, for everything you have invested shall surely come back and be represented with greatness. We join in celebrating you. You have been incredible at riding this wave. Thank you. And I hope that this week you're reminded of how incredible of a feat this was and encouraged that every other challenge shall be as successful as this. Thank you for how skillfully you have riding the wave.